Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to discussing about how to do that TestNG suite level creation for our TestNG XML file. See, basically while we can previous video explained like how we can able to do it that for grouping for that method and class and we can able to run right the same way we can able to create for suite level, and this is the suite level we can able to create for XML file. And if you click any XML file related, and you can able to see here there is a simple example. Suite test and packages and test, and you can able to suite level you can able to copy paste this entire section. What all the things here presented, you can able to copy paste this one, and you can able to go ahead for here and click on next project place file, and you can able to create testng.xml, and there you can able to copy paste this entire code, and you can able to rename into the values. That is the one way we can able to do it, and another way we can able to do it like here, come to testng and we need to go for down and convert to testng. It will create for our testng xml file, and we can able to finish, and the same thing like both are same, there is no difference between that creation of the file and copy pasting that values, both are same. And I'm removing the thread count, this is the latest one, like I'll explain you for previous next videos. And once, because why it is required for suite level to creation for testng xml. See, if you want to run all the classes into one time, not for the grouping level and anything, and if you want to run for entire classes, then what will happen? You want to create for TestNG XML, and you can specify that all the classes, what all the classes required to run, then it will run for that particular classes while you running that TestNG XML. If you right click, if you go for run, and it will run for testng, and it will give that output what all the things need to be run, right? All it will like all the methods, what all the things are presented here, all the things like all the classes it will execute. See, this is the one it is running right now. Once it is completed, and I will explain you remaining concept. And it will run, and it will verify our applications one by one, and we can able to see here the methods, how many pass, how many fail, that all the functions we can able to see here. And it is, see, all the cases are it is passed, correct? Now it is run all the test cases, and it is given that report, and there are two failures happen, remaining are passed, correct? And here we need to change the suite level. It is, if it is having API testing or UI testing, anything you can mention that suite level. And I'm going to mention for REST API suite. Okay, and then here I'm going to mentioning for sanity, and the sanity I'm removing these two classes. Okay, and I mentioned these are two classes. Then again I'm going to create for my regression suite and testng convert.testng, and here again I'm mentioning, and I'm going to renaming into regression this one, regression suite. And here I'm going to change for regression XML, and below 2 I'm removing. Okay, and I mention here save. Okay, now this is the one we can able to do it, and we can able to run for regression only. It will run only the two classes which we specified If you run, it will run only soft asset and test class. These two classes only it will work. And if you want to run our test cases which we created XML files, what are the XML files you created? Means regression and testng.xml file you created, correct? And you want to execute that two classes, that two XML files, and you can able to see here these methods are executed, correct? Now I'm going to do for one more option like creation of the master page, master XML file, and I'm going to create here, sorry, convert the, and I'm going to create master, means there I'm going to create executing for this TestNG and regression into this master, and I'm going to removing this entire test, and here I'm going to specify suit file. Okay, in suit file again I'm going to do for suit, and there I'm going to specify dot is indication of the my project, and bar symbol testng dot xml file. If you specify this one, I'm going to mention renaming as a master. Okay, this is my master XML. If I run, it will run for TestNG. And the same thing if I copy pasting here, and if I mention for regression.xml, it will run two of that classes. Means these two XMLs it will run. Go on, we can able to see run TestNG suite. Then it will run for TestNG. The two regression as well as TestNG. Previous we saw right 8 and 2 failures, right? The same way we can able to see here now 8 and 2 failures. All methods are executed. Another one is group level. It will execute that one, and we can able to see later point. And here the groups, see there is a group related in information. Here we can able to do like excluding and including that groups also we can able to mention that particular scenarios it will execute and it will pass. Now 8, in the 8 6 pass 2 fail, correct? And the same way we can able to do it our groups also. How we can able to groupings means in the regression class, if you see here a regression XML, sorry, in the class we have there are two different, okay, sorry, I just modified from the master to here. Okay, master it is like this one, and regression I just copy pasting time that has mistake happen, sorry. Now if I'm running regression only, regression, if you run regression it will same thing it will display, because just I changed that like master place all the values I copy pasted, but I forgot to change the name for the regression place. I removed the regression values. Okay, this is my regression, and thread count I'm going to deleting, and here I'm going to change for my suit concept and changing for the suit name as a master. If you run these two only run, and group levels, if you are seeing that group levels, see group level, there is a class we are created for group methods, right? There is a sanity and regression, and I'm going to here the regression place group methods only I'm keeping. Okay, and verification assert. Okay, and now I'm going to copy for this group code inside, sorry, inside test we need to copy. Be careful before copying that values. Excluding means we need to exclude that what we don't want to run. Okay, means if you want to run particular scenario or particular test method, that value you can able to mention for including. Excluding means if you don't want to run that particular method, then you can mention here excluding. Okay, now I am going to remove here first excluding. Now group methods I'm going to copy pasting for sanity and saving here and running this particular regression one, and right click, run TestNG, and once we run it will run only for sanity methods. What are the presented in that grouping group methods class, those things only it will execute. And we can able to do it for excluding that sanity, and I'm going to do for regression, including for regression. Okay, now if I'm going to run this one, and it will execute only one method, it will exclude that sanity related methods. Only one method is executed, sanity is excluded. Means if you don't want to run the particular scenario or particular method, then you can mention excluding place for that particular tag, which is the group you mention. Here we mention for the group, that's why it is given. And if you added this value to my regression another class, verification assert, verify assert place, and if I'm mentioning here group regression. Okay, now I mentioned for group regression to verify title and included for the two regression, correct? Now if I'm running, there are two scenarios it will run. Now if you're maximizing here, you can able to see there are two classes and two methods. One is sub method is pass because we have that regression there, and second verification place also I added for regression, right? In that regression, and it is launching that verification title, and it will show you that result here. It is failed because of that messages. And here suit level test cases run to pass one fail one. This is a way we can able to create our suit level for grouping, and we can able to run class level for that using testng.xml file. We can able to group that xml into one file like master page. We can able to what all the xml files we created, and we can able to provide here suit file place. Then we can able to run a single time master page all xml files it will run, and it will give the pass result or fail. What are the things are presented, that report it is presented. And you can able to see here also result of running suit, one is pass, one is fail. This is also we can able to see into our report place. That's all about this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like my video and please subscribe my YouTube.